Hiya guys, looking at Aliexpress bargains this week, and this one we're looking at is the LED USB rechargeable kit, only $1.99, and it's perfect for city commuters where you have to be seen legally by law, and it's not exactly for lighting up a side of a mountain if you're using a 3000 lumens spotlight. So I'll look at this now and see how it fits on the bike, and do I think is it worth it. Right then guys, what we're looking at now is this lovely USB rechargeable light set. Comes in this quite standard packaging, but I'm quite sure I have actually seen these lights as RSP lights from about 10 years ago, Raleigh special products. Come with a front and rear light with a permanently attached band type mounting with a clip, as you can see. For the rear light, comes with two O-rings, and actually came as well with two USB cables, which is excellent. Both of them are C-type USB charging cables, the slightly oval type with a shorter side on the one edge. First thing I'll do now is plug it in to see if they work when charging. Okay then, let's talk through our modes. On our front light, you have the band that comes round to give you lock on the handlebar. Is one switch on the top. Once is on, 2 is dim, 3 is strobe, and 4th is off. Let's have a look at our rear. Hold it down for on. It gives you night rider mode. Second is pulsing. Third is another type of strobe, and 4th is your permanent LED. Now on the camera this is pulsating. I'm looking over the camera and to the eye this is one solid pattern, but on your view, which you will see on the computer, it looks like it's pulsing. It's not. You just press then and hold to switch it off. Right, I'm going to leave these now on charge and see how long it takes to charge. I'm going to time them now. Bear in mind I don't know if they're completely flat. Okay, a white LED USB charging port in the back with a cover. I wouldn't say is a particularly storm-proof, but I would say water resistant. So we just plug in the LED now on SVR. Okay, there we are. So you can see now on the LED when it's in, charging is signified by this red LED. And bear in mind, I believe it was $1.99 is all I paid for the two LEDs. In the UK, that's more, that's less, and we would actually pay for a pack of batteries or coin batteries to power your torch in the first place. So being USB as well, even if it only lasts a month, it's still going to be cheaper than buying batteries, which is insane. Okay, so let's get our USB cable undone. Plug it into our charger. Here's our light. So here's our USB port on the rear of our charger. Get your nail in and opens the port. So get that right way up. Okay, and now switch it on. Right, so you do have a red LED shown in the side view. I'm going to bring the camera and have a better look. Okay, so our rear LED is now charged. The light just goes off when she's fully charged up. Let's get the front one on charge and let's see what happens with that one. Okay, so when she's fully charged, you get a lovely green light on the front light saying the light is done. Okay, let's get on to fitting on the bike and see what they look like. Okay guys, for this one I've gone back to the GoPro 9. It seems to be better for me, at least with the settings, for indoor work. Okay, so now we're looking now at the USB rechargeable light. We got a USB port in the rear. Takes roughly an hour to charge from completely flat. As you can see, is a little bit of problem with the the USB grommet in the rear. It is a little bit fiddly, but it does go. Locking on the bar is with these rings here, and then quite simply you just put it on, reach it round, and it locks on. That's it. The modes on the front are 1, 2 and strobe, and press it solid for off. Again, this little accessories bar is proved to be quite useful. Like I said, we've got a bottle on here now, our main USB, and we still got real estate in the middle as well to put your cycle computer, your phone, even an extra luggage mount or a small carrier bag, as well as space behind. You can just lift it up and fit your main primary bag behind as well. Okay, so let's have a look at mounting the rear light. Okay, your rear light, as I showed you earlier in the video, I'll quick recap. You press and hold to switch on. First mode, second mode, third mode, and solid, and hold it to off. USB charger is the same design in the rear, a little rubber grommet that you put in and press into place. Now when it comes with the kit, it comes with 2 sets of bands, these 2 large chunky ones for your space, but I'm going to use this small one just for the purpose of this video. Now you simply put your grommet around there and you lock it on. It's that simple. So when it's in place, then hold. It gives a good visible display. You've got the view through the sides as well to give the traffic an outward appearance. Now what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to wait till tonight and do a little bit of filming tonight with it to see how well it is visible from outside, and on the bike as well, from a driver's point of view, how well does it illuminate the road in front, and is it worth it? Okay then guys, we're now out where it's considered to be twilight. The sun has set, all the mountains behind, as you can see. You've got to make a bend down there by metro. Street lights are on. We're going to check out now these LEDs, so you can make out the bike. I'll try and enhance the video, as you can see. But you can feel the switch in the dark. So it does give quite a good pattern. Front row solid LED, there we are. Then we check our front light. There's the beam there off the front. There's quite a good display. And back on. So it is more than enough for illumination, for city riding, and allow to be seen. So you come from the back in black surroundings. There's a very good output from the rear LED. To the front. So you certainly would be compliant. The only thing you can't see is a front reflector, which is hidden down there, which I said needs to be modified on the rack, and the screw taken off the front and moved down below. Hello, Kevy. Can you see him? There's a boy in the dark. Yes, I can see you. Yeah. And Kev and Ben is down in the bushes down there. There you are, just running out. Right, so you see me guys, back over to the rest of the video. Right then guys, I brought the bike out. We have a look around now with all the accessories from Aliexpress, which I had for less than £5 for each item. Now we actually want how they fit. I'll talk you through them quickly. I'm going to tag this on the end of each video to speed things up. Right, the bar was just £2. As you can see,
I had a bit of trouble, who wants to go to the video, of fitting these little plastic grommets here. You can see this one now is eager to pop out already. I replace it with some rubber, but the actual thing for £2 the bar and the adapter is worth it. But you have to make some of your own adapters. So I would give the system 10 out of 10, but because of the grommets and a bad design, I'll give it a 7. Right, the next, the water bottle. The holder here is not very good. You can see you scratch the barber there. I scratch my column on here, I scratch on there, I put some tape on it now for protection, but I put some paint on there. This is only £1.50. The system is a good idea because you can clamp it anywhere on your bike, but the problem is down in here. If you have a look in here, that metal barber there cuts into everything. So you put some protection on your bike, some thick PTFE tape or something to protect it. Okay, that's that. So we would give it a 10 out of 10 per idea, but as it is, I'll only give it a 5 because it damages your bike. Simple as that. But for £2, I would probably say I'd even give it a 3 out of 10. It's an excellent idea, but I could do a little bit of finesse to make it better. Hang on. Hello, Kev. Hello, boy. Come say hello, have you? I'll give you some food in a minute. Right, so we come around now to the LEDs. These are great, and these are going to be further tested in the video on the lights. So keep an eye out for that, and that's going to be on there. This was only £5 as well from Aliexpress. Straps onto the bag. It's a lovely big size. We're going to look more at this. I'm doing videos on bike racks, solid mount, and the telescopic pole mount off the saddles, etc., and different bags, etc. So keep looking for the review on that with that. And the last one we looked at on the front, which I fitted, was the front pannier mount. Now this is quite a good idea, good design. My favourite so far. Because these holes here, they'll take the 2-peak rack system. So you slide in your luggage rack and lock it. That is brilliant. I love that. Only problem is, these pivots here is no way of adjusting them. And should it get heavy, look, they'll just pivot down, which means you can't put a lot of weight on it. But what you can do is, to counteract this, around the top of your head here, get some heavy duty, thick, 3mm or so wide cable ties, and just cable tie it around the top. Or where you've got your reflector mount in the back of the ear, you can drill a hole through there and screw it through the reflector mount, because the reflector mount can't be used anyway by UK law legally. UK law, you've got to have one on the front, so it'll have to be mounted down under here. So you're going to have to take this bracket off here and either mount the reflector underneath on the front, or we're going to have to use that bracket, cable, and put a hole through here, push this back a bit further, look, and screw that to the light bracket, which I think is what I'll do. But itself, as a front storage bag, is fantastic. It's the best style of which I've seen on eBay, but this needs to be a nut and bolt, and because it's a clamp washer, it's either a case of drill this out and put your own nut and bolt in there, or drill through here, take your reflector off and put a nut and bolt through there to tie it back. And because it moves with a fork anyway, I think that's going to be the best option. Okay, so one last look over. So altogether, the bike's been kitted out for less than £15. £5 for the rack, £2 for the bar, £7. We've got £2 for the lights, so that's £9. About £1.50 the bottle, £10.50, and about £5 for the bag. So to fully kit the bike out was less than £15, about $20 US, which I think is absolute bargain. Are you ready to go for some food now? Right, Kevy. You ready to go for some food now? I think so.
So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the old notifications button, the likes, the share, subscribe, and all that funky, trendy stuff. And I'll see you on the next one, which is going to be on the bike's racking systems. So I'll have a better look at that. I'd have modified the front rack by then as well. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Thanks and bye bye.